Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of In Memory of. And tonight I want to talk about an artist and a producer, a performer, and an actress, and a songwriter. And she was born the 19th of January 1946. And she passed away on the 25th of August 2026. And she was 80 years old. And the lady we're talking about is, of course, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton starred in many movies and TV shows through the years. And we're gonna talk about some of her movies and TV shows that she's been in. And she started in a TV show back in the 70s, between 1976 and 77. She was in that TV show for 26 episodes, and the show is called Dolly. Yeah. And then later on in the 80s, in 1982, she started in the best little, the best little whorehouse in Texas. And that was her tribute movie back in the 80s. And in that movie, she played with another actor named Burt Reynolds, who also played in The Bandit, Smoking and the Bandit. And also, she in that movie that she played with Burt Reynolds, she played with, Gomer Pyle, Gomer Pyle himself, Jim Neighbors, who also played Gomer Pyle. Yeah. So this movie was a musical, and it was a comedy. Yeah. And also, you know that Burt Reynolds played the sheriff in town, so he decided the law. And his friend that also played in the Cannonball Run, the actor Don DeLuise, yeah. He also played in this movie, but he played a different character in this movie. He played a priest, and he was against the whorehouse that Dolly Parton had, in this movie. So he did whatever he could to ruin it for Dolly Parton, and want to shut down this whorehouse in Texas. He did whatever he could, but it was up to Burt Reynolds to help Dolly Parton's character, because Burt Reynolds and Dolly Parton, they had a little, in this movie, boyfriend and girlfriend, And that movie is funny, exciting, and a great movie to watch. And if you haven't seen that movie, it's out now on DVD, and it's out on Blu-ray, maybe Steelbook, or maybe you can get it on VHS if it's not out of print, Burt Reynolds died many years ago. So rest in peace to you. Jim Neighbors, that plays Gomer Pyle, passed away also for many years ago. So rest in peace to you too. And now, Dolly Parton. Rest in peace. You will be missed. Well, she started also in a movie in 1980. That's the first movie that she ever was in 1980. And well, that movie was 9 to 5. That was released back in 1980. That was the first movie, and the whorehouse in Texas, that was the second movie she was in. Well, 9 to 5 was released back in 1980, and Dolly Parton has the soundtrack. She performed many songs on the soundtrack from that movie, and she played with two other celebrities, women, Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin. Well, Lily Tomlin played also a movie with Steve Martin, and also she played in a movie with Bette Midler. Oh, I'm seeing double. Yeah, this is my twin. Yeah, you see two Bette Midlers and two Lily Tomlin in that movie. Well, 9 to 5, the movie that was released back in 1980, is a funny, exciting, and a great movie to watch. I have seen it yesterday on Wednesday, this Wednesday. And also I have seen it many times before. Last year I saw it, and many other years I have seen it also on TV. And well, that the boss in the office, well, first day Jane Fonda comes. She started at this company, and well, Lily Tomlin's character shows Jane Fonda's around and tell her all about the things and stuff that they are doing there. And also, she tells that Dolly Parton's character has a little relationship with the boss as the boss's lover. Yeah, and they have a hanky panky in the boss's office because the boss have told, you know. But later on in the movie, when Dolly Parton's character hears about this, that she was blamed for being the boss's lover and they have hanky panky, and she said, no, that's not true. Yeah, and she was a little angry at the boss. And well, the boss in that movie is a little womanizer, as you hear in the song with Britney Spears, womanizer, womanizer. So this boss is like a womanizer, yeah, and he thinks that he has a chance on every woman in the company. But the boss is really married. He has a wife, and well, he asked Lily Tomlin's character to buy a birthday present for his wife. Yeah, Lily Tomlin buys a scarf. And later on, Lily Tomlin's character and Jane Fonda's character see that Dolly Parton gets the scarf. Uh-huh. All right. So it's a present for his lover. But Dolly Parton and character and the boss isn't, um, you know, They don't do hunky punky, and they aren't lovers, But the rumors goes around in that company. And well, later on, that Lily Tomlin's character get a message from the boss. Oh, can you make me some coffee? And she's angry, and she goes into the kitchen and make coffee. And she has rat poison, And then she goes into the office where the boss's office, and said, "Oh, here's your coffee, sir." And when the boss is on the phone and have the coffee in his hand and the phone in the other, the chair that the boss are sitting in collapse. So he falls down and hit his head and fainted. And when Dolly Parton hears that in the office, she went into the office and she saw her boss lying there. And she calls an ambulance, and she goes with her boss to the hospital, in the ambulance. And the character that Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin's characters, they get in the car and they drive to the hospital. And then a police officer comes, Yeah, and they go to the hospital, and they hear that there's this person there, this bad guy that was brought in, and he died. And they thought that, oh, our boss, he's dead. And Lily Tomlin's character takes the structure where the body lies, and she roll it away. And then she meets another woman that talks to her. And then she moved into the elevator, takes the elevator down to the car, put the body inside the trunk, Yeah, well, it's a fun movie. 9 to 5. It's a great, awesome, fun movie with Dolly Parton, Lily Tomlin, and Jane Fonda. So if you haven't seen it, go and see it. Yeah, Disney Plus. Yeah, you go to Disney Plus if you have Disney Plus. You search 9 to 5 or Dolly Parton. You wrote Dolly Parton, and then boom, there you have it. 9 to 5 on Disney Plus. And I promise you, if you are a Dolly Parton fan, if you are the Dolly Parton fan and you love Dolly Parton and you love her music, performance, and videos and TV shows and movies and everything, this movie is for you. Yeah. Yeah, and well, also she performed many great songs through the years. Well, she started in the 60s, late 60s, with music, and well, late 70s, she wrote the song that everyone knows. I will always love you. And well, the song that the song I will always love you. It was released in the 80s when she performed the movie with Burt Reynolds. The best little whorehouse in Texas. At the end, at the end of that movie, she performed I Will Always Love You at the end of that movie. and she sings that song in that movie. It's a lovely ballad, and it's emotional, and it's a little sad, but I like it. Yeah, I like that song, and you know, well, also Dolly Parton have performed many times with another actor, performer, singer, and a songwriter, Kenny Rogers. Rest in peace to you. Well, she performed many great songs with him, and also, yeah, also in the 80s, they had a Christmas special together. It was almost an hour long Christmas special, yeah, and they sing many great songs. Christmas Without You, and I Believe in Santa Claus, you know, and many other songs together. Yeah. And well, one song, there's one song particular in the 80s that everyone knows that are Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton fan. They know this song. But it's not Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton that wrote the song. No. But they sing it. Yeah. But well, but the people, the people that made the song and wrote the song was Bee Gees. Bee Gees. They created that song in the 80s, and they created lots of other songs for many artists. Well, Diana Ross, they created the song Change Reaction. And also Dionne Warwick, they created the song Heartbreaker. Yeah, now you know, if you didn't know. So, well, so Dolly Parton was an inspiration to many artists out there. Maybe many actresses and actors out there too. So she had an inspiration. Also, Billy Ray Cyrus was well, he was supposed to open up for one of the concerts Dolly Parton had in the 90s, and he performed, the song Achy Breaky Heart. Yeah. So, and later on, Dolly Parton becomes Miley Cyrus' godmother. Yeah. And when Miley was a teenager, yeah, she performed in a TV show that everyone knows, most of the people knows. It was on Disney Channel. 4 seasons. And a movie, And that was Hannah Montana. And well, in that show, Hannah Montana, Miley played with her real father. Yeah, her real father was in that TV show too. And also Dolly Parton was also in that TV show in a couple of episodes. So Miley, she brought Dolly Parton to the next generation, almost next generation, because so she played in a couple of episodes, and also you can see Miley and Dolly Parton on stage performing Wrecking Ball, Jolene, and other songs, because, Miley Cyrus had a concert, New Year's Eve concert for a couple of years ago with many great artists. Yeah. And also Dolly Parton played also in a movie with, the guy, Rambo, Rocky, Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, there's a movie out there with Dolly Parton and Sylvester Stallone together. Yeah. But this is not an action movie. No. Um well, you see that Sylvester Stallone sings with Dolly Parton in this movie. Yeah. But I have heard that this movie got bad reviews. Yeah, the critics, they hate everything. Yeah, you know the things. Yeah, well, the things people love. Yeah, the things that people love. Then they hate. Then the critics hate. But the things that the critics love. Then you hear the fans, the people hate. You know. Yeah, well, so Dolly Parton has started in the late 60s with her first albums and into the 70s and well in the 80s, yeah, in the 80s she started in her first movies, couple of movies, and also in the 90s, and she played in TV shows and movies in 2000. Yeah, and also for a couple of years ago, she had a guest appearance on another show called The Orville. You know, well, this woman that is from this planet that uh, you know it's forbidden. Is forbidden to have female on this planet. Because every female have turned into men. Yeah. So Moklan, yeah, the planet called Moklan, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and she is on board the Orville, and she will not do what the captain said. So she is a big fan of Dolly Parton. So they created a holodeck, the holo program. And this woman goes to the holodeck, and it's a cabin. And then you see she sits down. No, she's standing first. Then you see Dolly Parton walks in and talks to this woman. And they sitting down, and then you see Dolly Parton takes the guitar, and she asked, "Do you mind if I sing?" No, you know, this woman. She loves Dolly Parton. She loves her poetry, her songs, and so she sings the song, a beautiful song called "Try." Yeah, and in the middle of the song, you see the woman goes to the captain's office and say that she will talk to these people, and then she talks to these people, And it's episode 8, yeah, the 8th episode in season 3 with the Orville. They have it on Disney Plus, so you can go to Disney Plus and see it. Um, Rest in peace to you, Dolly Parton. You have many great songs through the years, and you have many great movies, TV shows through the years. Well, my mom was also a huge fan of Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. She had cassette tapes, records, vinyl records, vinyl LPs, and CDs with Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. Yeah, I have a couple of CDs in my collection with Kenny Rogers. Yeah, and I have a cassette tape with Dolly Parton, an old cassette tape somewhere in my collection. So, what's on the song? Back to the song. I Will Always Love You. Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner, they sitting down in the 90s and they're going to find a song that they can use to the movie Bodyguard. And that every song that they have listened to don't match what this movie is all about. So they need a special song. And then Kevin Costner comes up, what about I Will Always Love You with Dolly Parton? And when Whitney Houston listened to that song, she said, oh, I can't do that. That's a country. I don't sing country. I sing R&B and pop, and ballads. Yeah, but if we change the rhythm of the song, would you do it? Yeah. And then Whitney Houston, she performed the song little different as Dolly Parton did back in the 70s, late 70s, beginning of 2000. Late 70s, beginning of the 80s. Yeah. And then they used the song I Will Always Love You in the movie Bodyguard. And the song was popular. It sold out, The soundtrack from Bodyguard was a huge success. So, Dolly Parton has inspiration on many people, through the years. Yeah, people listen to Dolly Parton because Dolly Parton inspired them to be an artist, songwriter, actor, or other kind of things through the years. So also I saw a video here a couple of days ago on YouTube. I was watching videos when people talk about Doctor Who, Star Trek, and other TV shows. And then I saw a video that Dolly Parton died at 80, But first I didn't believe it. So I investigate on imdb.com. Yeah, it stands there that Dolly Parton has passed away. 80 years old. And also she was married for 54 years. 54 years. Yeah. So Dolly Parton has inspired us all, So Dolly Parton, you will be missed. So rest in peace to you. And also I haven't met Dolly Parton, but I wish I had. I wish I had the chance to meet her. But it's too late now. She has passed on the journey. Yeah, she went on this journey. And she will never ever come back. Yeah. So it's sad and emotional to hear about this. And before, we have lost many people this year in August, quite a couple of people. So also legacy, your legacy will go on. Your music, your movies will also live on, and performance. And your fans all over the world, they love you, Dolly, and they miss you. And they will always have your memory in their hearts. Yeah. And the park, Dollywood. Yeah. Well, I hope that Dollywood will continue for many years to come. Because there are lots of people that visits the park, Dollywood. Yeah. And loved to be there. Yeah. So I hope that Dollywood will continue for many years to come. Yeah. So, as Dolly Parton used to say, working 9 to 5, or I will always love you, or island in the stream. That, you know, island in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world. And but Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers, they sing this song much better than I do. You know. And Dolly Parton, she loves to create music and loves to perform for the fans. She loves to play in movies and TV shows always also for the fans. And she can cook. Yeah, she can make dinner also, if you didn't know. And she writes her own songs through the years. And she had, a couple of years ago in 2020, she released a Christmas album. So, rest in peace to you, Dolly Parton. You will be missed. And we all love you, and we miss you, and we wish that you were here with us right now. But, well, you are here with us. Yeah. You are in our hearts. Yeah. Because every fan of you will put you in their hearts. And they will always remember you for many years to come. Rest in peace to you, Dolly. You will be missed. Yeah, well, Dolly Parton was born on the 19th of January 1946 in Pittman Center, Tennessee. Yeah. Bye.